Let me ask you a quick question. When you first heard about Facebook, how many people did you tell? Was it 10, 20, 30 people? How about Twitter or Instagram or Angry Birds? If you're like most people, then it probably went a little something like this. You had a great experience with a new product or service, and so you decided to tell a bunch of your friends, fans, or followers. For number's sake, let's just say you told 7 people. Then those 7 people each got excited and shared it with 7 of their friends. Then those friends each started sharing it with their friends, and it keeps growing from there. And just like when you throw a stone in the middle of a calm lake, that one action you started quickly creates a ripple that expands until it consumes the whole lake. Now this is what we call the ripple effect. Those 7 people you told quickly became 49 people by your second ripple, 343 people by your third ripple, 2,401 by your fourth, and by your 5th level, you've already reached over 16,000 people. And it keeps growing from there. And that's if you just told 7 people. Imagine how big of a ripple you created the last time you got excited by a new product. It's crazy how much business you unknowingly brought to these companies. Even though you didn't know it at the time, you created a massive ripple. This form of viral word-of-mouth marketing has made the owners of Facebook, Instagram, and Angry Birds, and other companies you know very, very rich. But what about you? Wasn't it you that helped them to spread that message? Aren't you curious about how many people learned about those companies because you started a ripple effect? Doesn't it make sense that you should get paid for all of the customers that you brought to them? Just imagine what would have happened if a game like Angry Birds would have paid you 50 cents or $1 every time anyone in your entire Ripple downloaded it. How much money would you have made sharing just that one game? And think about how many books, apps, and websites that you and your friends have shared over the last month. Doesn't seem quite fair, does it? You're doing all the marketing and the sales for these companies. They're making hundreds of millions and in some cases billions of dollars from your efforts, yet you get nothing. Well, a little while ago, we asked ourselves these 2 important questions. First, when I started Ripple, how far does it go? And second, why aren't I getting paid from the ripple effect that I'm causing for these companies? These 2 questions kept us up at night. And at first, they made us angry, and then curious, and then a little excited. And that's why we created Rippln. It's a simple way to not only track your Ripple, but to get paid for it as well. Let me show you how it works. First, you download the Rippln app. Then within the app, you can invite all of your friends and followers to do the same. As they spread the word, we will track everything, showing you just how wide and deep your Ripple runs. So now your Ripple is spread quite literally around the globe. This is where the real fun begins, especially if the fact that Angry Birds is making a fortune from connections that you gave them makes you a little angry. Because after you sign up, you can power up and become a Rippln player. Players are those who know the value of their ripples and want to share in the profit from their ripples. Just imagine that every time you came across something cool like a website, a book, or a movie, or the next time a hot new app came out, instead of telling your friends and making the company millions while you get nothing, simply check to see if they're eligible for Rippln commissions and blast them through your entire Ripple for a great payday every time. Doesn't that sound cool? Because at Rippln, we believe that you should be paid for the connections you have and the ripple that you can create. And that's just how it should be. So what are you waiting for? Let's start your first Ripple now.